Hi everyone, welcome to week 6 Bachelorette recap. So I'm a little meh about this recap because honestly, this episode was not all of that. Like I was in it, but I wasn't like in it. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't my favorite. First off, the lineup of these episodes really suck. It's like you finish out a date and then you get a rose ceremony and then you get a date and I don't know. I don't like it at all. I don't enjoy what's going on. Like Tayshia's great, but I don't know. I just didn't really enjoy it. But I'm glad that we have it. I'm grateful we have an episode. I'm grateful we have a season. So there we are. Before I get into anything else and we kind of dive into this really most boring episode of The Bachelorette, business to take care of. Number 1, subscribe to my channel. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. You can hit the subscribe button down below. You can hit the subscribe button at the end of the video. You can hit the subscribe button in a lot of different places. So just hit the button. Also, hit the notification bell if you want notifications when my videos come out. You will know first. Follow me on Instagram at Rach. That's where you're going to get all your news, info, updates, etc. And if you do like this video, give it a thumbs up. Again, I would greatly appreciate it. Episode of The Bachelorette. Again, not impressed, but here we go. Started out with a group date that featured none other than Ashley and Jared. Of course, they have to, weasel their way in somehow. I'm not the biggest fan of Ashley and Jared, but whatever. It is what it is. So this group date was called the Grown Ass Man Challenge, which I thought was real stupid. So they started out with like a classroom and they did some like school shit. And honestly, Bennett was the stupidest. He was the stupidest. So I'm like, is he actually this stupid? There's no way. If he went to Harvard and he dresses like he does and he is really an idiot. He had to have been messing around and kidding, right? Like you would hope that he was just kidding. I don't know. Anyway, this led into the breakfast in bed challenge. Now, this is something I can get behind. Not mad. Everybody had to cook her breakfast while she just stayed in bed. Now, again, I could do this. I'm okay with this. But this is where we start to learn about Chasen and apparently how much of like trash he is. I don't know. That's kind of my own thoughts about this guy. He literally starts saying, well, he didn't cook any food. He was like, this is a breakfast in bed challenge. I am the breakfast in bed, or whatever the hell he said. No, that's not cute. No. That's something that a little boy would do. Bennett came through in this challenge way better than the learning challenge. And he made her beignets. Now, this is where I will start to say that Bennett is bougie. But I'm okay with beignets. I also want to learn how to cook beignets, so I may have to do that one day. They were going to crown a grown-ass man, of course, hence the name, and a man-child. Here are the winners of this challenge. So Ed gets named the man-child. Now, this dude is wearing, like, a swoop neck shirt, and it's just not cute. It's like that commercial that you see when they didn't use fabric softener or something on their clothes and it just looks all a mess. That's what he looked like. But surprisingly enough, Bennett wins as the grown-ass man. So we can be real stupid, but we can be grown. I mean, all right, noted. I'm not a fan of Bennett. I don't think I'm ever going to be a fan of Bennett. And that's where that's going to stand. So, bye-bye. We start to get into this drama with Chasen, which honestly is going to follow us throughout the entire episode of oh my God. So is also going to follow you through this entire recap because he continues to freaking come up. Ending with the group date. Ivan. He kind of comes in to like save the day. Swoops in, saves Tayshia from all of the crap that she has to deal with. And so he just seemed very sweet, and he like sat there and talked to her for a little while, and then he blindfolded her and he started feeding her strawberries, and it was just really this cheesy, stupid stuff. But like, he really saved the day after all the dummies. Like, honestly, dummies. So this is kind of the first part of the drama where Ed, you know, swoop neck shirt guy, he continues to just use his time to talk about Chasen. And it's like unneeded drama, like get out of there. There's no reason for this. She gonna find out what kind of person he is without you consistently talking about him. They always do. So use your time for you and not for someone else. That's like one of my biggest pet peeves on this show is like I know it's production. I know it's produced. I get it. Oh, it's stupid. My question to you all is that do we think that Chasen is legit, or do we think that he is trash? Because I'm leaning more towards trash at this point. Because quite honestly, I'm not a fan. I do not like him. He is drama, and he ain't that cute. So, bye-bye. Last but not least, on this group date, there's obviously going to be a rose. And who gets it? None other than Ivan and the strawberries to save the day. So, good for him. I like him. I have liked him. He is one of the ones that I did remember from when the other girl was our Bachelorette. What was her name again? Oh, Claire. Sorry. Slipped my mind. She hadn't been on my TV in a while. We have a rose ceremony in the middle of an episode. I hate this. Rose ceremonies are supposed to happen at the end of the episode. It's supposed to be done, and then we're supposed to have another week. Like, it's got me all kinds of twisted and messed up. I don't like it at all. Chris Harrison, can you please fix this? Thank you. Of course, the drama llama goes into the rose ceremony, and they start talking about it, and they start laughing about it, which is really stupid. And to me, that's just as bad as the two boys going at it at the group date. Like, you all are supposed to be grown. You're supposed to be there for her, but yet you're making fun and you're laughing about the drama with other people. Like, use your time wisely, people. This is not for it. Whatever. So, Zach became a parent tonight on our TVs. And he is the one that has kind of the little salt and pepper hair, and he's a little older. And I appreciated him tonight. And I hope that he does not get in the drama. I hope he does not worry about nobody else. I hope he learns who Tayshia is, and that's that. Like, I hope that's all we get from him at the actual rose ceremony where she's giving out the rose. So Tayshia keeps saying, I don't want no drama. I don't want this. I don't want that. But she literally keeps drama 1 and drama 2. They're still there. Again, I'm sure production was like, no, you can't get rid of them yet. But, come on. Can somebody take it into their own hands? Like, that's one thing that I can say cool about Claire. Is she literally was like, I don't give a shit about the rules. I'm picking my dude and we're leaving. Goodbye. Like, I can respect her for that. Instead of just following behind and keeping these trashy people just for good TV. Like, the rest is going to be good TV too. We're watching this for a love story. Honestly, I don't watch it for all the stupid drama because this shit gets on my nerves. And another thing is, can we stop calling her a smoke show? How old are we? 16? Come on. Okay, see, clearly I was very annoyed with this episode. Oh, so annoyed. Okay. Another group date, which is weird because shouldn't we have a one-on-one? Like, we're supposed to have a group date, a one-on-one, and a group date. Like, why are we doing this so backwards? Ugh. Anyway, okay, so Chasen gets on this other freaking group date. So we get to see him on not 1 day, but 2. And still calling her a smoke show. Like, I don't want anybody to be called that. Are we, again, 16 years old in high school? Okay, so they did this date, and it was a wrestling date, and it was just real stupid because I'm just like, with the drama and the tension and grown men like wrestling, like genuinely wrestling, kind of like they would do, not on like the acting type wrestling, like the legit wrestling. What did you expect would happen? People are gonna get hurt, people are gonna get rowdy, they're gonna be serious, like there's tension, you're all dating the same girl. I mean, you're still trying to get to know the girl because she's still fairly new, because she just swapped over from a different girl. So I'm just like, what do you expect from grown men literally fighting? I mean, somebody's gonna get hurt. Somebody did get hurt. And then they obviously, production only, pairs together Ed and Chasen to fight. Now, did they want someone to die today? I don't know. But Ed gets up and he's like, hey, Chris, can I talk to you? And so apparently he has some type of medical condition that his like shoulders or whatever like pop out of socket and dislocate very easily. So good for him. He don't have to worry about it. Chasen still obviously has to fight with someone. So they were like, does anybody want to fight? Because the live audience they were speaking of was the other guys in the house, which we saw earlier in the season at the roast. But anyway, so Noah, you know, Noah with the mustache, jumps over and saves the day. So, of course, he gets in there, he gets to fight against Chasen, and Chasen ends up winning the belt and being grand poobah of this wrestling event, which, of course, doesn't help his ego any, because he's so aggressive, and obviously Noah is a child, and he acts like a child. They both act like children. Oh, I hope this girl weeds out these kids very soon. But anyway, because Noah took the leap of faith, no pun intended, to come over and fight in Ed's place, Tayshia's like, oh, you can come to the ending of the night with me, or the, you know, the cocktail party of the date, or whatever you want to call it. So he gets to come to the date, and she also shaves that damn mustache off, finally. And honestly, when he shaved his mustache off, he kind of looked normal. Like, he didn't look like a goob. So if he would act like a goob, then maybe he would have a chance and people would actually like him. But I doubt it. Throughout this evening, this is where I was just like, oh my God, like, I see right through what's going on. So people would go talk to Tayshia, and then they would edit over to Ben. And I'm trying to like describe him to you because I still don't know these guys, and this is week 6, and I'm really disappointed because we've had so much crap happening. But anyway, so Ben, he kept saying, oh, I want to be the last person to talk to her. Oh, I want to make sure that I'm on her mind when she gives out the rose, so that I'll make sure that I get it, so that I can be, you know, whatever. So he wants to wait and wait and wait and wait. So you get to the end, and honestly, I'm just gonna like skirt, because I'm not really sure which order it happened in, but I am so team Brenden at this point. It is ridiculous. Brenden, whatever his name is. Curly haired dude that's been married before, and they have a lot in common. Yeah, him. So I'm team him 100%. He's front runner to me for her, period. So fast forward back to Ben. So we get to the end, and she goes and sits down with all the guys, and he's like, well, before you give up the rose, can I go talk to you? And she is literally like, Ben, the date is over. And he was like, oh, okay. Sir, really? Come on. I knew that this was going to happen from like the time they started editing him in to do that, because they made him look desperate. They made him look stupid. And of course, they were setting him up for failure. So I'm like, really? Why? Did they like offer you like an extra $100, or like what are you doing? Why are you doing this? She gives out the group date rose, and guess who she gives it to? Noah, mustache guy, or not mustache guy. So of course all the other guys are pissed, and so we get a preview of next week, and they are pissed at him, pissed at that, pissed at this, and it's just like everybody's pissed about something. And so next week looks pretty fun. It was drama, and it kind of, I don't know, it looked a little more enjoyable than what we went through tonight. So I was not very impressed, whatever. But here we go. I had to get a recap. I had to do a recap because honestly, it is fun to just, you know, complain about what I did or didn't like about these episodes. And mainly for this one, I didn't like a whole lot. So here we are. Week 6 Bachelorette recap done. So again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I know it was a lot of me, but that's kind of what we watched. So I didn't really have a choice. Subscribe to my channel so that you know when my videos come out. I do different videos. I do Dancing with the Stars right now. Next week is finale night. I also cook on Saturdays. So subscribe to my channel so that you can see that. Also, follow me on Instagram @Rach so you know when, where, and why, and what is coming out. And hit the notification bell so that you know when all those things happen on YouTube as well. As always, thank you for watching this video. And I will see you all again next Tuesday for another Bachelorette recap. Thank you.